the honorary 5th and 6th member of the Hex Girls. Social media gives me anxiety. Hello. I went down, I was on the ground, I was floundering, but I'm back. I'm feeling better. Sister Thorn. You know what I'm saying. You understand. You get me. My people. Please go down below and subscribe. Tell me what you're doing for Halloween. Go follow my Instagram, Plum Rose. Not me dying. Love you. Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back. If you're new here, it's very nice to meet you. So, today's pick a card, you guys, is going to be a pick a card on a full description of your next romantic interest. This is just for the singles, you guys. The next person who is romantically interested in you. Without further ado, here's a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the 4 piles. We have a group number 1 with the labradorite, group 2 with the cardoline, group 3 with the lapis lazuli, and group number 4 with the black moonstone. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile's calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. I love you. These are my baby. So you guys have now picked your pile. You guys are welcome to go ahead and check out the description box where that is where the timestamps live. So yeah, I will just see you in your reading, guys. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm gonna start. Libra, hi. Aries, hello. Pisces and Libra. Leo and Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys, your sign, potentially this other person's sign. If your sign or their sign did not pop up, you guys, that's okay. That's not the main point of the message. So, first card we have, you guys, is, whoa. First card we have, you guys, is the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups talks about 2 soulmates coming together. I see this as like attracting like. I see this as what it is that you are reflecting, you are receiving, right? So in regards to who this person is, because that's the whole point of this reading, we're giving you a description of your next romantic interest. The way I'm seeing this person, you guys, this is someone who has a desire for something beyond just a physical connection. This is someone who has a desire for something deeper than like a surface level, oh, you're cute, you're attractive, like I want to hug you naked. Like that's not the vibe of this card. This is very much intense emotions, wanting to connect to somebody on a deep emotional level, because the cups are all about emotions and like our feelings, right? So I just feel like this person is not someone who's looking for something that's fleeting or looking for something that's just like a menage a trois, you know, like they are looking for something that is more serious, more intense, more intimate. This person potentially may be looking for a soulmate or maybe looking for a life partner. Now, I'm not saying that this person is looking for that necessarily with you, you guys, okay? Because I'm not asking like what's going on with their relationship or how's their connection going to be. I'm just giving you the description of who this person is. And who this person is when you meet them or when you interact with them, this person is somebody who I do feel like is seeking a serious relationship or a relationship that is beyond just physical. They want an emotional heart-to-heart type situation. I also feel like they're looking for their equal. They're looking for someone who balances them out. The reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, we got the black hair, we got the white hair. It's giving me very Gemini. It's giving me very balanced, very... Okay. We have the Massacre of Daggers. This is the King of Daggers. So who this person is, you guys, this next person that you're going to be having a romantic situationship with or relationship with... this person is going to be someone, you guys, who very much is an intellectual. This is someone who is impartial. This is someone who listens to reason. So even though they do want this like a deep emotional relationship, I don't think that they are someone who allows their emotions to blind their actions, or they're someone who allows their emotions to override their reason. Does that make sense? It's like I maybe, okay, let's give an example. For example, I care about you very deeply. I find you very attractive. Emotionally, I'm attached to you, but we don't have the same political beliefs or we don't have the same moral standpoint. Okay, so this relationship isn't going to work long term because like we're not meeting each other in a place where we need to meet each other, right? I know for me, I've definitely had people come into my life that I was very attracted to, very interested in. We got along, we could laugh, we could joke, we could have a good time, but our morals were not aligned. Our like who we were as individuals were just not aligned. And for me, I was like, I can't do that. Like I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to be with someone where I don't feel like I can respect your opinion. I don't want to be with someone where I don't feel like I can respect your moral standing. Like I want to be in a relationship with someone that I'm proud of and someone where I'm like, yeah, I can co-sign what you are and who you are. But like, you know, so that's kind of what I'm getting with this. It's like, I'm not going to allow my emotions to override my common sense. That is what the Massacre of Daggers is talking about. It's like all about thinking very analytically, all about being impartial, and all about really like making decisions based on facts and not allowing your emotions to override you. So we also have the 9 of Daggers. This person may be somebody who suffers with anxiety. This person may be somebody who suffers with mental health struggles, maybe even depression, you guys. It could go beyond that as well. I don't want to sit here and like speculate. But yeah, this is mental health issues. This is sleepless nights. This could even be insomnia. Maybe this person is someone who suffers from night terrors. This person is someone, you guys, where I do feel like they spend a lot of time overthinking, or maybe I shouldn't say overthinking, but thinking a lot, because we do have that Massacre of Daggers. And he's someone who thinks very analytically. He's someone who is very much, tries to make his actions reflect that he is grounded in like common sense, right? So that can cause, you guys, like when you're someone who's so much in your mind, which this person is, that can cause anxiety, that can cause depression, that can cause mental health struggles, right? Overthinking tends to do that. So that is something this person could be struggling with, you guys. Also, this could be talking about them being a wee bit insecure, especially in regards to like romantic relationships. And maybe it's because they are someone who's so logical that when their emotions or when their heart starts pulling them in a direction and they can't explain it away, that may give them some type of like, what do I do? You know? We have the Terror of Cups, you guys. Okay, so this is the Page of Cups. This is talking basically about a surprise coming in, something unexpected. I see this person perhaps as someone, honestly, I don't feel like they like surprises. I feel like surprises are something that kind of turns this person off a bit, or something that like, terrifies this person a little bit. I feel like maybe surprises. Also, with the Page of Cups, there could be an element of unexpectedness or an element of impulsion, or being a little bit impulsive, okay? So also, guys, with the Terror of Cups, I'm also kind of getting the sense of, and this is not traditionally what this card is talking about, but I just think with everything else here, I almost feel like there's two sides to this person, and it may be surprising to meet the other side of this person, if that's making any sense. It's like the way they present themselves when you first meet them may be different from how they truly are, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because it's not necessarily like presenting as either. It's almost presenting in a very neutral fashion, but I'm almost seeing this Terror of Cups as your reaction to meeting the other half of them, or the other side of them. And perhaps there's someone who presents as very confident, very bold, very like, I'm an intellectual and I know what I'm talking about. And perhaps like truly deep down, they feel vastly or extremely insecure with themselves, or they feel very like inadequate. Which is where the depression and the anxiety would come in. Almost, I'm getting like a sense of, I feel like a fraud, or I don't feel good enough. I have a little bit of imposter syndrome. This person may have a childhood where they were put down a lot, or a childhood where their parents, it was like, you're not doing enough, like it's never enough. And this person then may struggle now today with feeling like what they're doing is good enough. But they present, I feel like, very confidently, very like, the Ace of Crystals, you guys. So the Ace of Crystals, The Ace of Crystals is a golden opportunity. This is an opportunity being presented to you. This is a fresh opportunity being presented. So this person, who they are, they may be someone who, I don't want to say is an opportunist, but when they see an opportunity, they are more than open and willing to take that opportunity, right? I feel like this person is someone who goes after their dreams. They're someone where when they see, again, an opportunity to succeed or to move up, they take it. This person may be someone who works in like business or in a very very professional environment. I almost want to say corporate, but I don't know if it's like corporate, but something where I feel like they have to like, you know, present in a very professional manner. They're going to work, and I feel like when they are presented with a challenge or presented with an opportunity to grow, they take that opportunity or an opportunity to succeed. I also feel like in regards to their romantic relationships, they're not going to enter into something where they don't see it as like a prize. And I know that sounds a little like, oh, well, people aren't prizes, like people aren't possessions. I totally get that, you guys. But the way this person sees relationships, it's like, I'm not going to enter into a relationship if I see you as baggage. I'm not going to enter into a relationship if I see you as like a negative, you know, like you're adding to my life. I feel like this person's like, I see an opportunity to grow with you. I see an opportunity to have something really beautiful, right? They don't enter into just meaningless relationships, I think is what I'm trying to say. It's very interesting also, you guys, and I didn't set this up like this. This is just how the cards came out. White, black, white, black, white. I think that's really interesting. Again, there is a little bit of duality here with this person where I feel like they have two different sides to themselves. I don't know if they have heavy Gemini placements. This is interesting because we have Trickster. Okay, so this makes sense. This says transcending convention and stuffiness and predictable behavior. The shadow attribute of this card is manipulating others through duplicity. So yeah, guys, I'm not trying to say this person is manipulative or this person is a trickster. However, I think this person carries a lot of energy that would be considered inauthentic. And we all do that, you guys. Like, whether you want to admit it or not, unless you're just completely and totally incapable of having social interactions, especially in a professional environment, everyone has like a fake version of themselves or an inauthentic version of themselves. And that doesn't necessarily, maybe I shouldn't use that verbiage, right? Because it's not inauthentic. It's just a more polished, professional version. This person, I feel like, uses their charm and uses their ability to like manipulate or to change their personality to move up in the world, or to almost like, I don't want to say cast a spell on people, but perhaps like cast some type of like, oh, freaking John is so amazing. Like, he's so sweet and kind and charismatic and this and that. And really, like, John has anxiety and John is an introvert, but he pretends to be an extrovert, or he pretends to be very charismatic, but really, like, on the inside, he's internally like, oh my God, I want to go home. That's the energy I'm getting, you guys. So again, trickster energy. This person almost setting a stage or setting like a performance with how it is that they present themselves to the world, even though that's not authentically who they are. And that doesn't have to be a bad thing, you guys. Again, I think everybody for the most part does that, obviously to different varying degrees. The next card we have here is Prince, okay? And this says romance, romantic charm, potential for power, Prince Charming behavior, Prince Charming energy, which again, it talks about romantic charm and potential for power, okay? Romantic charm, you guys. This person, I feel like, wants to be in a relationship, whether they are a man or a woman, because I know this is like masculine energy here with the Prince. This person wants a commitment. They want a romance. They want to have a romantic partner. They want to be in union with someone. This person may look at this as an accomplishment or something that they need to do, like almost like they're not going to be fulfilled without it, but it's like, this is something in my life that I need to have, or something that I need to accomplish, something that I need to experience. Is this romance? Is this love? Is this like deep connection with someone? I feel like this person is someone who's very romantic. And again, that may not be something that is presented in the beginning, especially, when you don't know them very well. I feel like this person has, again, this aura or this essence around them that is more stoic or more professional, more just like there's a glaze on them, right? And then cracking that glaze, cracking that shell, I feel like you'll be able to see the more vulnerable, softer side to this person. And that's where this prince comes in, right? But it makes sense to me that the trickster is like coming up first and then it's like the prince. It makes sense because it's like I feel like this person needs to be protective of themselves. We have Pluto transformation. So this person may have gone through a rather significant transformation in their life. This could be in regards to like when they got their professional or their traditional education. Because again, I do think this person values their mind very much. They value the power of how it is they are able to think through things in a very rational, analytical way. I think this is where they feel their power lies, is in their mind. So with this transformation, I'm seeing this as them really going through a transformation in their life where they went from like, okay, well, I was not educated then and I'm educated now. This may also be a physical transformation for some of you, right? Pluto comes in and it's like a death and a rebirth. So this person previously may have been someone who was completely opposite to how it is that they are now. They may have been someone, you guys, where they didn't value education or they didn't value learning, and now that is something that they value. Or they may have been someone who physically looked completely different than they are now. I just feel like it's more of a transformation of mind and spirit. This person may have even been a little bit of like, I don't want to say an F-boy, but like that may be the case because again, they're wanting this romance now. They're wanting that deep emotional connection. And they may not have previously wanted that or been ready for that. We have Aries, I am. Okay, Aries is connected to Pluto. Aries is connected to Mars, you guys. The Mars is a planet of aggression and I'm going to do this and I'm going to push through. It's also a planet of war and adult energy. So this person, you guys, again, I just feel like they are someone who everyone around them will be like, yes, Mark is an extrovert. Mark is very outgoing. He's very charismatic. John is very funny. Everyone loves Mark. Everyone loves John or Mary or Jessica, whatever. Point is, okay, that's not who they are. Like, this is their outer layer. This is like how they present themselves. I'm not saying that this person is not someone who is very forthcoming or very like, you know, like they may have this energy of Aries. They may have this energy of like, yes, I am powerful. I am strong. I go after what I want. But I feel like they have forced themselves or transformed themselves into that person. Because again, naturally, I think this person is someone who does struggle internally, or they struggle with like feeling confident, or they do struggle with like anxiety a little bit. Okay. We have Spider. This is community and web weaving. So this person may have a lot of friends. This person may have created a very beautiful life around them or a very beautiful home. I really do see this though, you guys, as someone who's taking the time and the effort to curate things and to perfect things and to like weave a web of beauty around them, right? I think this takes time. I think this takes talent. I think this takes practice. So the person that they are, you guys, again, I feel like is very, what they do, how they speak, who they are, everything about them, I feel like is very intentional. I feel like it's who they present themselves to be, or who the world knows them to be, is an image that they have crafted, an image that they have worked really hard on. And they've perfected it, okay? And again, the community and the web weaving, I'm really seeing that as them like having a really strong friend group or being very close to their family. Again, I feel like people have a lot of nice things to say about this person, or a lot of positive things to say about this person. They're a good leader. They take action. We have graveyard, and this is unnecessary fear. So going back to that anxiety, you guys, like this is a confirmation for me that this person does struggle with anxiety, or they do struggle with some type of mental health situation. And I think vulnerability may be a little bit difficult for this person, or a little bit like hesitant for them. But the unnecessary fear in the graveyard, this is connected to Pluto, the death and rebirth. This person may be afraid that their life may be turned upside down at any moment. This person may be someone who craves control. Perhaps that's why they emphasize so much their mind and their intellect and thinking rationally, because they think that they can control things if they think through it rationally. Does that make sense? It's like I'm overthinking things because I want to make sure I'm making the right decision, because I don't want to experience this death again, or I don't want to experience losing everything that I have worked so hard for. Unnecessary fear, anxiety, you guys, okay? The last card I have here is a shadow work card, you guys, because not everybody, like, we're all human and we all have issues, okay? That's just facts. If you don't like someone to have issues, I'm so sorry. You shouldn't date a human then, because like everyone has issues. This is quick-tempered, and it says, think before you speak. Put space between your thoughts and your words that come out. So this makes sense, especially if they have heavy Aries placements or heavy Scorpio placements, you guys, because Scorpio is also connected to Mars. Mars is connected again to war, aggression, things like that. And this is quick-tempered. So perhaps this person is someone who gets flustered a little bit easily, or someone where they do have a quick temper. That does not mean violence. This does not mean that they are going to verbally attack people, but they may be someone who gets agitated very quickly. This may be something they need to work on, is their temper, okay? Which Mars ruled people makes sense. They may have Mars in the first house. I'm going to go ahead and pull some notes for you guys really quick. Ooh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no. Everything's just falling apart. I'm going to go ahead and roll some letters, which I haven't done in a minute, so I'm excited. All right, group number 1. These are the letters that popped out for you guys. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, if you know who this person is, their initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. All right, now for physical attributes, we have big eyes. We have rough hands, which I am a sucker for hands. I know that's so weird, but hands, I just love hands. Anyways, we have early 30s, and obviously I know it's not for all of you guys, but for some of you, especially if you're in your mid to late 20s, or if you're in your 30s, or if you're in your 40s, early 30s, or anytime besides children, anyone who's an adult, that could be relevant, okay? But mainly for those groups. Anyways, we have 18. All right, so you could be born on the 18th. This person could be born on the 18th. Perhaps you guys meet on the 18th. We have childcare. Perhaps this person works with children. Automatically, when that came up, I was thinking like a pediatric like nurse, or a pediatric like doctor, or something like that. It could also be someone who like watches over children, like daycare, something like that, or they specialize in like child development or something like that. Maybe there's someone who wants kids, which again makes sense with the whole Two of Cups situation. We have Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty and abundance, which, you know, this person feels very much that. We have event. So you guys may be meeting them at like a work event or some type of holiday event, maybe a friend's wedding, a friend's birthday event. We have winter. Now winter, I put winter in the goblet specifically, you guys, to represent some type of restart and rebirth. So again, this person, like transformation is very much connected to this person and who they are. Perhaps there's someone who feels like they have to constantly reinvent themselves or constantly improve upon who they are and change themselves. We have Leo here. So Leo, sun, moon, rising. Hello, Leo. We have social, which again, like I said, I do feel like this person presents very extroverted. We have slim. We have 2 years. We have outgoing, which again, I do feel like this person presents very extroverted, even though they may struggle with like anxiety, they may struggle with depression. They may be someone who is very like emotionally intelligent, but they just don't show that on the outside, right? Or they have depths to them. Emotional depth. Anyways, we have mature, which also makes sense. I do feel like this person is rather mature. We have April. We have May. The months could be your birthday or their birthday, specifically the 18th. And we have West. So they could live on the West Coast. You could be in the West. You could be moving to the West. They could be moving to the West. West, okay? West Street. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys, group 1. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you guys, and I love you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the zodiac, guys. Also, just dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. It's okay. It's just extra. We have Leo and Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Your sign, potentially this other person's sign. Again, no big deal if it's not. Scorpio and Cancer. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Cancer. Taurus and Libra. So, also, usually zodiac signs pop up in the cards as well, you guys. Okay, so starting off with a bang, we got the Tower. Okay, so this person, right? This person, your next romantic interest. A few things. Well, I'm just going to describe the Tower. Guys, it's transformation, and I'm not saying it's horrible in like this person's horrible or that like the Tower does not have like a purpose, right? Everything has a purpose, you guys, and the Tower is, it's just a lot, you know? I think that's how I would most describe the Tower, is a lot. The Tower is a lot. It's transformation. It's literally like ripping something up from the ground. It's like taking out dead, rotting stuff. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what I was about to say. That's why I like stuttered. Anyways, it's not good, okay, you guys? The Tower basically is something that we have built in our life, either figuratively or literally, that we built on unstable ground, or the foundation is not solid, and basically this Tower, in this situation, this house, has to come down because like it's just not stable. It's not going to last the test of time. The test of time. Yeah, okay. So how I'm seeing this is, who is this person? This person may be somebody where they're a little unstable, okay? Or, because that's not going to be the case for all of you, they could be a little unstable. Or they could be someone, you guys, who often goes through transformations in their life. They could be someone who has to go through a lot of like starting over, like literally like starting their life completely over. They could be someone, you guys, who has had a very dramatic or traumatic life. This could be someone who has moved around a lot. This could be someone who has gone from one career to another career to another career, or perhaps someone who has recently gotten out of a marriage or gotten out of a relationship that was really long-term or really serious. This person could have had I think I said this already, a traumatic childhood. This is just very like chaotic energy. Now, the benefit of the Tower is like it comes in and it removes things that are not meant to be in your life. So like anything that this person has built up in their life that has crumbled because it was not meant to be in their life. It was not meant to stand the test of time. So this person could be someone who's very much used to letting go of things that don't fit them, or someone who is very comfortable with like not holding on to things too tightly, not holding on to grudges, not holding on to relationships that don't work for them, not holding on to jobs that don't appreciate them or see their value. Things like that, okay? So, you know, it's a lot, but also the benefit of the Tower is like, you're not holding on to things that aren't meant for you, which who wants to hold on to something that's not meant for you? Like, I don't, you know, anyways. So the Nine of Crystals, group number 2, talks basically about luxury and abundance. This person could be somebody who's very financially independent. This person could be somebody who's very ambitious and they have a desire to accumulate a lot of wealth or a lot of luxurious items. They could be someone, you guys, who's just a little bit bouge, or someone who like really cares about their image, or how like, okay, this is not what the Nine of Pentacles is. However, the way I'm seeing this right now, like the way it's being presented to me, it's like someone who drives a really nice car, but they like live in an apartment. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying like I care about my image. I care about how people are perceiving me. That's almost what I'm getting from this card. It's like I want people to perceive me as wealthy, or I want people to perceive me as successful. So they may be somebody who's very attracted to like designer items or things that are expensive or this or that. You know what I'm saying, you guys? It's like luxury and abundance, and the way I'm reading it in this particular situation in regards to who this person is, it just gives me the vibe of like I care what people think of me, and I want people to think that I make a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying they don't make a lot of money, because they definitely could, but like they like that. Also with this card, you guys, like I said, if they are not financially successful right now, like there's someone who really wants this, or someone who like, I want to strive for money. I want to strive for success. I want to strive to live a life of luxury or a life of extreme comfort. The Massacre of Cups. Okay, so this is the King of Cups. This is emotional intelligence, you guys, which makes sense to me when the Tower's here. And let me tell you why. In my experience, right, and I don't know everything, okay, I am not old and wise and like lived a million years. I mean, maybe I have and we don't know. But like, look, the point is, I don't know everything, and I'm totally open to like being incorrect with this. But in my experience and in my opinion, people who go through absolute and total hell are the most emotionally intelligent people on the planet. Period. Okay? That's just my experience. People who have gone through serious tragedies in their life are oftentimes people who are very severely like intelligent on an emotional level. So the King of Cups talks about being very emotionally intelligent, very connected to your emotions, someone who has emotional maturity, someone who uses their intuition, someone who is open and ready, someone who knows how to handle every situation with grace and dignity. They're not someone who's like closed off to their emotions, or someone who runs or hides from emotions. You guys know that there are people, I'm sure you've experienced people like this, where they hide from their emotions or they run from other people's emotions. Like emotions scare them, or it gets like too much and they're like, oh my God, that's not who this person is. This person's completely comfortable with like crying, or with experiencing anger, or with experiencing like different types of emotions. And I oftentimes feel like, especially in our society, men have this like pressure on them. I think that's how I should word it. Pressure on them to present in a very like non-emotional manner, which to me is not like attractive, right? And that's also not a sign of emotional intelligence. And now I'm not blaming men for that, because obviously I think that that's a position that they've been forced into. But I'm seeing this as this person like going against that and being like, no, I will experience my emotions. No, I will cry when I'm sad. No, I will express how it is that I feel. If you hurt my feelings, I'm not going to be shameful of being like, you've hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, that's what this is giving me. And if you're a man watching this and I offended you, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying, like, men, I feel like, have this pressure in our society to be strong and to be, again, like, less emotional, which I don't think is okay. Like, I think everybody has the right to express their emotions. If you're sad, I think it's totally like okay. Actually, I encourage people to cry. Whether you're a man or woman, I encourage everyone to cry. If you're sad, you need to cry. If you're angry, you need to be angry. Like, I think emotions are powerful, and I think that they're healthy, and I don't think that it's right that we like, not we, but like society puts that pressure on half the population, you know? And women get that too, but like in a different way. So I'm just, anyways. We have Death here, you guys. Okay, this person has such heavy energy, such scorpionic energy. I think Scorpio and Cancer showed up in the cards. The sense it makes is a lot. This is connected to Scorpio energy, you guys. Death is death and rebirth. Death is signifying tragedy and things ending and new beginnings happening, right? So again, I think this person is someone who's very comfortable with change. This person is someone who's very comfortable with shifting. This person is someone who's very comfortable with changing who it is that they are in their environment. This person is very comfortable with change, okay, guys? Because that's what death is. It's change. It's transformation. Death and rebirth. This person may also be very calm in chaos, okay? The reason, again, is because the Tower and the King of Cups is here. This is chaos. This is emotionally calm. This is emotionally stable. This is emotionally intelligent. So it just makes me feel like this person would be very good at dealing with chaotic situations, or like situations that maybe high intensity, high pressure. This person may have a career where they're expected to be very grounded, and they're expected to be very like, again, like remain calm when things are going like, crazy. The World. Okay. You guys, endings. This is literally wrapping up cycles. That's what the world is talking about. I'm wrapping up cycles. I'm putting a close to this chapter. Again, this person's very comfortable with change. I feel like for some of you, this person's in the military. And the reason why I'm getting that is because all this change and transformation just reminds me of like how military people have to like move around a lot. And it's like I'm constantly going from like this state to that state or city to city, or, you know, it gives me that energy of like I'm comfortable with change. Also the need to like stay calm in chaos. That's obviously not for everybody. I know not everybody watching this is like going to be meeting someone who's in the military, but that's definitely for someone watching. Okay, the Haunting of Daggers. This is the Queen of Swords. So this is someone who is a truth seeker, someone who's only going to accept the truth. And if you're going to lie to this person, like they're just going to cut you out of their life. This person's not afraid of being alone. This person's not afraid of walking solitary. This person is someone where they just want the truth. They want honesty. They respect honesty. This person is someone where they want what is real and what is raw, and anything less, they're just gonna cut it out of their life. So this person's not afraid of being alone. Group number 2. The next card we have, group number 2, is Storyteller. Now, Storyteller is all about somebody who is obviously very good at telling stories. Now, with the Queen of Swords here, you guys, she's also someone who is very good at speaking her mind. She's very good at communicating. She is connected to air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So Storyteller popping up is not surprising to me. This says the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. So this person may be somebody who's very poetic, someone who's very, like they enjoy symbolism. They enjoy the art of symbolism. I really feel that like this person is able to captivate people with their voice and with how they explain things. Like when this person talks, people listen, people perk up and they want to listen. I almost feel like when this person walks into a room, like people are waiting to hear what this person has to say. It's like, I'm excited to hear from you. I'm excited to like, I don't know if it's like soaking up their knowledge or if it's just like they have a very like potent presence or a potent energy about them that makes them interesting to listen to. We have Gambler. It says a willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Okay, so this person, it makes sense to me with the Massacre of Cups, with the King of Cups, that this person is someone who has a strong intuition, because that's what the King of Cups is. A willingness to follow it, even when others doubt you. So this person is not swayed by other people's opinion, which I think it takes a very strong human being, a very strong individual, someone who is not swayed by the crowd, someone who carries their own opinion and who stands strong in their own opinion. And it's like, I'm not going to, the way I'm seeing this, it's like, I'm not going to dislike someone just because my friend dislikes that person, or I'm not going to share this opinion until I have the facts or until I have the knowledge of what the situation actually was. I'm not going to just jump sides. I'm not going to adopt someone else's viewpoint or someone else's opinion without me experiencing it first, right? So that's how I'm seeing the Gambler. This person may also be someone who takes a lot of risks, or someone who is very open to risk taking. Mars, Force. Again, the whole like military thing is making sense to me. The more I go through this, the military situation is making sense. And I know that's not going to resonate with all of you. So please, if you're like, they're not in the military, that's fine, okay? But someone here watching is dating someone in the military or is talking to someone who's in the military. And like, this is coming up. We have, okay, Mars again, Force. Aries, Scorpio energy, you guys. This is action-oriented energy. This is masculine energy. This is I'm going to go after it energy. Ambition, force, again, like Mars is like, I'm going to take it because I want it. Like that's the energy of Mars, right? So with this, you guys, I think this person is someone where I don't want to say they're forceful, but they're very pungent, okay? When they want something, it's very obvious they want it. When they feel a certain way about something, it's very obvious that that's the way that they feel about it. Like they're pungent with their opinions. They're pungent with their, with how it is they go about life. They're not someone who I feel like is shy and meek and like, oh my God, like bashful. Like, no, it's like, I am who I am and like, Saturn return age, okay? So the Saturn return is connected, as you guys can see, to age, okay? The Saturn return is connected to maturity and growing up, and like it's time to freaking buck up and be a freaking adult. So this person may be somebody who's very mature. This person may also be someone, you guys, who has experienced a lot of boundaries in their life, or a lot of setbacks, or a lot of restriction. The reason I'm saying that is, again, because of the Tower, because of death, and because of the world showing up with a Saturn return. It makes me think this person has dealt with a lot of, again, like adversity and struggles and boundaries. The thing with Saturn, though, you guys, it's like, I'm going to set up boundaries for you, and there is going to be a struggle. You're going to have to fight for what you want. But it's like, once you get it, the juice is going to be so much sweeter. That's Saturn energy. So with this, you guys, I'm really feeling like, again, this person has gone through a lot. This person is a little bit more rugged. Their energy feels rugged. Their energy feels more mature and weathered and like rough, okay? Like they feel like they're someone who has seen some things, who has done some things. They've had a very interesting life. It's not just been like a straight line. It's been very like, ooh, 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 do, okay? The maturity coming up with Saturn also makes sense, again, with the Massacre of Cups and the Queen of Daggers. All right, we got the skull of darkness. This is blind spots, okay? So this person may experience blind spots because they have this idea in their head that like they have seeked out everything, or they have experienced everything. So perhaps this person, you know how I'm also seeing this, so you guys, as blind spots, I'm seeing this person perhaps not fully seeing things because they allowed their own experiences to override like certain types of like situations, right? So the blind spots in regards to love, they may feel a little bit jaded. In regards to dealing with people, or just, yeah, humans in general, I feel like this person may feel a little bit jaded. And they may feel like they understand people's intentions before actually giving them a chance. The blind spots may also be referring to an over embellishment of their abilities, okay? Or an overvaluing what it is that they have to bring to the table may be an issue with this person. And I'm not saying that to be mean, because person sounds great, but like when blind spots come up, I can't help but say like, this person may overvalue their ability, or they may overvalue what it is that they're bringing to the table. Now, the last card I have here, you guys, which is so interesting, and it says emotionally detached. Are you protecting yourself from unwanted drama or stress? Feel positive emotions within yourself. To feel emotions is to live freely. Now, I said this person does not run from their emotions, you guys. So with this emotionally detached situation, this is the shadow work card. So this is their shadow side, you guys. This person may be someone who does possess a lot of emotional maturity, somebody who is capable of feeling things, who is capable of being emotionally mature, but perhaps they had detached from their emotions out of fear, or because they are afraid of being hurt, which again, there's been a lot of hurt in this person's life with the death and the Tower and Saturn here and Mars here and the world. This person may feel like when they get attached to things, they just fall apart, or they crumble, right? So even though this person possesses the ability to be emotionally mature, this person possesses the ability to experience emotions on a deep level, they may push that back a little bit, okay? So be aware of that, because again, it's not that they feel like there's someone who is incapable of having emotions, or there's someone who's incapable of like understanding how to express emotions. It's that there's a fear around that. I'm going to go ahead. Oh no. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and get some letters as well. All right, you guys, these are letters that popped out for you. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, if you know who this person is, their initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regard to today's card. For the notes, we have water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, I do think this person is capable of emotional depth, which that's what water is connected to, emotions. We have ask questions. So perhaps being inquisitive will help make this person feel more comfortable opening up. We have exotic. This person could come from a different hereditary background from yourself. We have intelligent, which makes sense with the Queen of Daggers, right? We have mid-20s. That's obviously not for all of you. We have leveling up. Love you more. The letter P. The 31st or 31. Ages, birth dates. And 1111, which is twin flame soulmate energy. That is what I got for you guys. Group number 2. Let me know down below if this resonated. Thank you guys so much. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' rating. The dice are dessert, you guys. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We have Cancer and Taurus. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Taurus. We have Capricorn and Virgo. Capricorn and Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Starting off, that could be your signs or this other person's sign. All right, you guys. So the first card that came up for you is the Terror of Daggers. This person that you will be romantically linked to next, you guys, is going to be someone who's very inquisitive. Somebody who asks a lot of questions. I love this. I think everyone loves this. Everyone wants someone who wants to know about them, right? Everyone wants to have a romantic connection where the other person is interested in learning who it is that they are. This person is that person. They're going to be very inquisitive. And I don't feel like this just goes for their romantic partnerships, but this also goes, you guys, for all their partnerships. Like everything that they do in life. This person's just naturally a very curious person. This person may be somebody who is, how do I say that? They seek information. Like you give them something at face value and they're like, oh, that's cool. I hear you. I want to go do my own research. That's the kind of person that they are. They may be someone who works in the field of science. Okay, they may be, I don't want to say a scientist, but they may work with something to do with research or science or something like that. Because I feel like they're someone where information and intaking new information is very important to them. It's very exciting for them. So, daggers, okay? Terror of Daggers. The next card we have here is the 10 of Daggers. This is intense. This is basically talking about a traumatic ending. So this person could be someone who has experienced extreme loss in their life. This person could have experienced an injury in their life as well that may have transformed the way that they live life. I don't know if this is like a near death situation. Or perhaps they've lost someone very close to them in their life that has made them look at life differently. But that's kind of how I'm reading this. That's the way the energy is presenting itself. It's not that this person is going to be currently going through a tragic ending, but it's like I've experienced such immense loss that like it changed my perspective in life. It changed how I look at life. It changed the very fabric of my soul. That's the energy I'm getting with this right now. Justice. So this is Libra energy, you guys, but when this comes up, this lets me know that this person is someone who seeks balance and fairness and equality. Now, when Libra energy or when justice comes up, this gives me very much the impression that this person, again, it makes sense that the inquisitiveness is coming up as well, but it gives me the impression, you guys, that this person is someone where they need more information. Like they want to seek deeper than what's just presented to them. This person is not someone who's going to take sides. This person, I feel like, is someone who's very diplomatic. This person is someone who's going to present in a very like reasonable fashion. Like I'm not going to, you know what it is? For me, right? We're going to talk about me. I'm very emotional, you guys, okay? People around me, no, I'm either black or I'm white, okay? I'm very very much, that's me, drama, me, I accept it. I should work on that, but like, this person is not like that. This person I feel like is very like calm. They're very balanced and they're very much like when things arise, they're like, okay, how am I going to deal with this? How am I going to handle this? They're not going to just set the town on fire because they're having a bad day. Okay? That's what I'm getting. I'm not going to just throw something away because something's not working or because it's not going my way. I'm going to like sit and try to figure it out and like work through it. This person is someone who, again, I hate to say balance and fairness because it's more than that. It's like I'm not going to overreact to things. I'm going to look at things in a very like, all right, diplomacy, you know? That's just what I'm getting with that. It feels very opposite of me with that. Like very, very opposite. Very just like calm and like hello and da-da-da-da. And that's beautiful. Like love that energy so much if it's authentic. Which for this person it does feel authentic. But like can't relate. We have the haunting of bones, okay? This is the Queen of Wands, you guys. Yes, sorry, I had to calculate because like obviously they're named differently, so I had to do. Anyways, confidence, okay, radiance, walks into a room and everyone's like, oh, my girl. This is a social butterfly, so this person could be someone who is very social, someone who enjoys going out, enjoys having new and fun experiences. This person may attract a lot of people with their physical attractiveness or their physical appearance. This person may be someone who has people just like gravitating or swarming around them at all times. I feel like honestly, like where this comes from is their warmness. Like they have a warmth to them. They have an energy that feels very friendly, very inviting. Again, very like even, level-headed. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say with this. I was thinking of the word and I was like, what is the word I'm looking for with this energy here with the freaking justice? It's level-headed energy. They are level-headed. Love it for them. Okay, but they're also very warm and I feel like welcoming, and someone where almost like I see them trying to welcome in people or make people feel comfortable who may be a little bit more shy or a little bit more reserved, right? So like someone's off in the corner like by themselves being antisocial and they're like, come over, like let's talk, like, and then they start asking them questions about who they are or what they do or this or that. Like that's who they feel like. They feel like someone who wants to bring people in. They want to welcome people in. They want to make other people feel important. We have the 10 of crystals. Okay, so this person is someone who thinks long term. This person is not someone who's looking for instant gratification. So for example, they may have been someone who invested in their education. They may be someone who's invested their money very wisely. They invest their time very wisely. This person does not do things in a I want to feel good right now type way. Like this person thinks about what is going on long term. How am I going to come out on top long term? That's the energy of the 10 of Pentacles, especially when we're talking about a love reading and someone who's coming into your life. The general message with the 10 of Pentacles is like, how do I think about the future, the big picture? Ooh, how am I going to invest in myself, okay? Or my life, or my relationships, or my career, or my this, or my that. So the way that this person recharges you guys is by spending time alone. So although they are a social butterfly, although they are someone who brings people in to their circle of warmth, they're also someone like when they need to recharge, they need to be alone. The Hermit is all about isolation. He's about going within, really doing soul searching, really like checking on oneself, dealing with oneself, facing your shadow as well. I feel like comes up with the Hermit. This is just an internal journey. So reflection. This person does a lot of self-reflection, which is why I feel like that's why this person, because like honestly, this person feels like a genuinely like good person, and not just good like, oh, I'm a nice guy. Like no, this person genuinely feels like a good person. They feel like someone who literally looks at themselves in the mirror and they say, here are my flaws, like A, B, and C. How can I fix this? Or how can I address this? How can I become better? Like that's what I'm getting with this Hermit card. It's like I'm going to address myself. I'm going to analyze myself and do the internal work. Like I'm not going to shy away from working on myself internally. Sorry, OCD kicked in. All right, we have the Mediator, which doesn't that make sense, you guys, with the Justice? Okay. It says a gift for negotiating fairness, strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. Literally, that's what I said. This person may be a lawyer, or they may be someone who works in law, but they are a good mediator. Like I said with the Justice, I already explained that entire card, I feel like, in the Justice card, so like I'm not going to really go over it again. We have a servant, okay? Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. With a free and loving heart. So when I think of service to others, I think of people where like their life purpose, or what they feel their life purpose is to help other people. Now, just because you're helping other people, that does not mean that you're doing it for free or you're doing it for like no money, right? I feel like this person, whatever it is that they do, they are helping others, or they are doing something to help improve other people's lives, and they are doing it in a manner where it's like, this is my life purpose. Like, I feel very passionate about law, right? If they work in law, or I feel very passionate about physical fitness, or I feel very passionate about giving people therapy, like being a therapist or a social worker or this or that. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, it's beyond just like, this is my job. It's like, no, this is like what I'm supposed to do. Like, going to work helps me feel good about myself. It helps me feel accomplished. It helps me feel like I'm fulfilling a part of my life purpose. This person, I feel like, is not doing a job, or they're in a career where they just feel like very like blasé about it. It's like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. If they're not serving people, you guys, if they don't feel like they're making a difference in the world, I feel like there is something that feels missing within them. So if you meet them and they're not doing something they love, then you need to encourage them to do something that they love, because that's like where I feel like their spark is coming from. So, servant, serving others. And again, serving others, you guys, could literally be like, yeah, I'm a waitress, but I don't think that's anybody's like passion. If that's your passion, then like, that's fine. But I don't see being a waitress or a waiter as like someone's passion. It could be, like I said, the way I'm seeing it more so, it's like a nurse, or someone who, again, is like into physical fitness. So maybe they're like a personal trainer. Maybe they're someone who studies law, or they're like studying to become a lawyer. They are a lawyer, and they're really passionate about like the justice system, and if you're in the United States, how it is. So, you know, maybe that's where their passions are coming from, but that's still in service of other people. Like, you're providing a service, right? The second house of owning. Okay, so I want to talk about the 10 of crystals again, you guys. This person investing is very important to this person. How they invest, where they invest, is important to this person. This person is not someone who thinks of instant gratification. The second house is where your possessions are. It's money. It's like that type of thing. So this person could be someone who is striving to have a lot of financial abundance, or when you meet them, they could be entering into the stage of their financial abundance, okay? I feel like they're very responsible with money. I feel like they're someone who has money coming in. I don't feel like this person is someone who is content with not owning things. I don't feel like this person is content with not being successful. Like, they want success. I feel like that's a part of like making them feel whole, is having some type of success. We have Venus, and this is love. Okay, so obviously Venus is the planet of beauty, love, luxury. This is Libra, and this is also Taurus energy. You may have, or this person may have, Venus in the second house, you guys, okay? That's a beautiful placement to have, because that, I feel like, puts a very beautiful, like, shimmering light on your owning, on your possessions, on like what you accumulate in this life. So yeah, for me, this really does just feel like this person is going to be rather successful, or is rather successful at what it is that they do. They may be very successful at garnishing possessions. The next one we have is, I'm so sorry, I'm going to butcher this. I'm not going to bother, because I'm going to ruin it, and I don't want to ruin it. But it says acceptance and equality, which, like, I really feel like that's what we've been talking about, you guys, this entire time, is acceptance and equality. That's something that is like a big staple in this person's personality, like who it is that they are. They really strive themselves on trying to be level-headed. The last card I have here, you guys. Now, the last card is a shadow work card. I pulled this for every pile because I feel like it's so important to address our shadow, and I don't feel like to expect a person to be perfect is not realistic. So the shadow work card you have is codependency for this person, and it says this relationship hold on. This is a relationship addiction. You are relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. So this person may be someone who's codependent. What I'm more so understanding this to be, though, is this person attracts people who are very codependent, and this person may enable people who tend to be more codependent. That's kind of how I'm reading this. Now, you guys obviously are going to know this person better than I do, so they may also be someone who's very codependent themselves if it's not them attracting people who are codependent. I'm almost seeing that as like perhaps their siblings may be dependent on them, or their parents may be dependent on them, or people, their friends, right? I'm almost seeing it as like people come to them and they're like, oh my God, I need to borrow money, or oh my God, I need help. And it's like they're almost sucking the energy out of this person. That may also be in their romantic relationships as well, you guys. So if you feel like you're someone who has codependency issues, that may make sense for some of you. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my goblet. And I'm going to go ahead and roll some letters for you really quick. All right, group 3, these are the letters that came out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, if you know who this person is, their initials, or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. All right, so for physical attributes, you guys, we have big feet. So for some of you, this person may have big feet, which like depending on like what you're into, may be an indicator of other things. We have 24. This could be somebody's age, either your age, this person's age, or the date of your birth or their birth. We have 27, same thing as I just said. We have late 30s. So for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, this person could be in their late 30s. We have north. Okay, so someone could live in the north or live on North Street or have been born in the north. We have W. We have C. We have Y. We have V as well. So C, W, Y, V. We have Asia. We have it's time. We have running late. This person could be someone who runs late often. We have body. We have money, which I think is interesting because we also have the second house of money. We have building. We have July. This could be your birthday, their birthday, or the month you guys met or meet. Again, the numbers we have is 27 and 24. So maybe they're born on July 24th or July 27th, or maybe your birthday is that. Leo, hello. If that's the case, we have what is best for you. So what's best for you, question mark, which I think ties into the codependency a little bit. And then we have travel far. So this could be a long distance relationship where you guys could meet at a distance. Perhaps you guys just enjoy traveling and this person travels for work or they enjoy traveling. But that is what I have for you guys, group number 3. Let me know below if this resonated. Thank you guys so much. I love you and I'll talk to you very soon. All right, bye. Hello to my final group, group number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and roll the dice. We have Taurus and Pisces. Hello Taurus, hello Pisces. We have Gemini and Pisces. Hello Gemini, hello Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, guys. Pisces. Hi Pisces. I love you. And Sagittarius. I love you too, Sag. So I love all of you guys, by the way. I just thought it was funny because Pisces. So anyways. Okay. What do you see here? Because this is what I find really interesting, you guys. You see this visually? Black, white. All like half, 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 half. And when I read it, you're going to be like, huh, that's interesting. So first things first, the dark half is darker. It's heavier. It's more intense energy, you guys. Who is this next person? A full description of who this person is, you guys. They are someone who has experienced tremendous heartbreak. They are someone who has experienced pain on an emotional level that perhaps they did not think that they could overcome. Now, obviously they did because they're still here because you're meeting them and they're still here. But this person, I feel like at one point may have felt like I'm never going to get better. I'm never going to be relieved of this heartbreak, of this pain. I don't know if this is heartbreak or pain from a family member or a friend or a lover, but it's heartbreak on a very intense level. This could even be the ending of a dream or the realization that a dream is not going to be occurring in the manner that we had hoped or wanted. So that's heartbreak. Three of Daggers. We have the Four of Bones. This talks about celebration and coming together, and sometimes it talks about marriage. So we can look at this perhaps if we want to like combine these three, honestly, as perhaps the falling apart of a marriage or the falling apart of something that we once felt was very much something to celebrate in our life, okay? Also with the Nine of Bones here, you guys, this talks about someone who's been through a lot. This talks about feeling like the world has really just beaten me down. I feel discouraged. I feel like I can't win no matter what I do. I feel like I've worked really hard and I've tried really hard to overcome my struggles and I just keep getting beat down. And it's kind of like at the point where it's just like exhaustion, right? But we have, this person has stayed determined. This person is someone who is very determined. And with the Nine of Bones, there is like a brighter side of like better days ahead, right? So with these three cards, you guys, the way I'm literally reading this as this person, it could even, okay, for some of you, it could be that this person had a very like beautiful childhood, perhaps like from birth to like 10 years old, and then throughout their teenage years their life kind of fell apart. Perhaps their parents' marriage fell apart and it got really toxic or really like unhealthy, an unhealthy environment. But that's kind of like the scenario that I'm seeing. And that is just an example, you guys. It could obviously be something different, but it's just giving me the energy of like everything was great and beautiful and like my life was something to be celebrated, or there was a lot of happiness going on. A lot of stability and like just beauty, you know, happiness, celebration. And then it got surrounded by heartbreak and struggles, right? Feeling like, again, the world has beaten up on me. So that's a lot, I feel like, for someone to handle, obviously for anyone to handle. Now, what I love is like this next section here, such a new beginning, because we have strength here, you guys. And the thing I love about this specific strength card is that there is a snake wrapped around the hand, right? And what do snakes represent, you guys? They represent adult energy, but they also represent transformation and change, okay? So the way I'm viewing this is that for you guys, group number 4, this person is someone who is so freaking strong and someone who has endured so much transformation and so much change in their life. This person is someone where I feel like they have really had to face some of the darkest days alone. Okay, this person is someone where I feel like they have had to endure a lot and they've come out on the other side. And not only are they proud of themselves, but they now know that they are capable of standing on their own, and they know that they are capable of like surviving anything. That's how significant this like heartbreak feels. It feels like, oh, I went through that, babe, I can survive anything. Like I am so strong, like there's nothing in this world that's ever going to put me back in that dark place. That's what this strength feels like. That's also connected to Leo energy. Sorry, my corset's cutting me. We have the Fool. So this person is going to be ready for a brand new start, a brand new adventure. This person is ready to leave behind their old life. This person is ready to leave behind the old and to welcome in the new. This person is ready to kind of just like shed that old skin, again with the freaking snake here. Shedding of the old, welcoming in the new, transformation. So that's what the Fool is all about. It's literally like, I don't know what's happening going forward. I don't know if I'm going to find love again. I don't know if I'm going to find success again. I don't know if I'm going to find security again. But you know what? It's going to be okay because I survived, right? I have this strength. I'm going to go forward and I'm going to see what life has to offer. This is an adventure. This is an adventurous spirit. Okay, so when you meet this person may have adopted a more adventurous spirit, a more like, let's just see what's gonna happen type energy. Now this card, you guys, when this flipped out, I started laughing because it's kind of creepy and scary. This is more of like a spooky deck. So like, don't be scared, because like when I seen it, I wasn't scared, but I was like, oh, I was taken aback. We have the Sun. Is his face not horrible, you guys? I'm so sorry. And I'm not saying that the artist did a bad job. The artist did an amazing job, but like, it's just, his face is just so scary. Anyways, the Sun is talking about radiance and happiness and abundance and bliss and just magical warmth, you guys. So with this, what I'm seeing is like, despite all this person's struggles and pain and darkness, they've come out of that darkness and they are ready to like experience their sun. I feel like this person is someone who they don't enjoy arguing, or they don't enjoy like, being angry. They don't want to be around angry people. They don't want to be around people who are negative or like a cloud of rain. Okay, this person wants to be the sun. They want to be around people who are also the sun. I feel like this person is someone who tries to look at the glass half full instead of half empty. And again, I feel like this comes from their difficult past. So yeah, a very optimistic, bright, strong, adventurous person coming forth. The next card we have here is Engineer. This says, ability to give creative energy, a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, okay? Okay, so with this card, you guys, I'm seeing this as this being somebody who is someone who is resourceful. Anyways, resourcefulness. That's how I'm seeing this. This person is someone who's very resourceful. This person may be someone who's rather brilliant, you guys. I'm seeing this as someone who has a creative mind, but in a very practical sense, right? So someone who their head's not just up in the clouds, but like it's also based in reality. It's like a combination, right? It's a combination of like my heads are up in the clouds, but also my head is like stable and on the ground. So I'm seeing this again, you guys, as someone who's very smart, someone who is very much an inventor, someone who is very much willing to try new things, someone who I feel like is resourceful. You guys may also be meeting this person in some type of formal education setting or a learning setting. We have the Seeker, okay, which this makes sense, and it says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Okay, the Fool is hella adventurous, you guys, like I was saying. Literally the thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Again, perhaps this person is someone who seeks knowledge, someone who seeks, again, knowledge, intellect, which makes sense, I think, with the Engineer here. Again, you guys may be meeting this person while you are in some type of formal education situation. Yeah, seeking, or perhaps traveling as well, right? We have Mercury retrograde reinvention. Okay, so this makes sense, you guys. Again, someone who's resourceful. Reinvention, I feel like, comes forth to talk about change, right? So when Mercury retrograde is showing up in this reading, it makes me feel like this person is someone who is constantly going back and reevaluating their own work or reevaluating their past actions and seeing how they can move forward in a better condition. So it's like I'm evaluating my past relationships and seeing where it is that I have faltered and what I can do better next time. This person feels like someone who's very much I don't know if practical is the right word, because they also feel not delusional, but a little like their head is a little bit up in the clouds. But then they also feel very like, okay, I'm gonna do this better next time. This could be someone who overthinks a lot or someone who's very much in their head space a lot, you guys. They may be Mercury ruled as well. We have Sagittarius. I see Sagittarius is connected to adventure and travel and spirituality, you guys. So again, it makes sense that there is some type of adventure going on, or this person is someone who's very adventurous with the Fool, with Seeker, with Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is also connected to Jupiter. So they may feel like their luck has turned around, or they may feel like they are lucky in a particular section in their life. It's like, oh yeah, well, I've always been so good at this. I feel like it has to do with their mind and how it is that they present intellectually. Like I feel very okay. We have Gemini, I think, which is what I was saying with Mercury retrograde. Gemini rules over Mercury, or Mercury rules over Gemini. They're connected. Gemini and Mercury are connected, you guys. So basically, yeah, this person may be an overthinker. This person may be a Virgo, okay? Because Virgo is also connected to Mercury, but I feel like Virgos are more of the overthinkers. I feel like Geminis are kind of the chaos that comes with Mercury, or the evolution, the change that comes with Mercury, right? And I feel like Virgos are the like, oh my God, I'm overthinking. Oh my God. You know, I feel like that's the energy of Virgo. And I mean that in a loving way. I love Virgos. I love Geminis, Gemini rising. So like no hate to the Geminis. But the point is, This person may be somebody who's very Mercury ruled, someone who is very much, again, an overthinker, or someone who likes to transform a lot, someone who likes to constantly change. This person may even be something simple, like they may be somebody who likes to change around their furniture in their apartment or in their home. This person may be somebody who likes to change their style very often. Perhaps this person changes their hair color often, how they present themselves physically. Damn. We have death here, you guys, and this is the internal cycle begins here. The eternal. I'm sorry, not internal. The eternal. So, yeah. I mean, we talked about this, right, guys? We talked about the darkness and then going into the light. Like, we talked about this. We talked about how things were really dark and spooky and heavy, and then we're having a new cycle. We're stronger. We're ready to, like, have this adventure. So this person has like shed their old selves, and they are 100% ready to like have a new life, have a new adventure, have a new beginning in their life. So when you meet them, they're gonna be in this spirit or in this energy of like, I want to transform how I am. I want to transform the way I speak, the way I present, the way I talk. Wait, the way I speak, the way I talk. Oh my God. The way I present, the way I talk, the way I move about the world. I want to have more adventure. I want to, you know, change. I don't want to stay the same. This person does not want to stay the same, which makes sense, I think, with everything that's here with Mercury, with Gemini, with seeking, with the Fool. It just feels like someone who's like, I want to always evolve. I want to continue to evolve. I want to continue to grow. I don't ever want to stay the same. The next card we have here, this is the shadow work card, you guys. So this is something that they could work on in regards to their shadow work. It says emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, shut up, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. You guys, what did I say? I said Mercury is here, Gemini's here, and I know Virgo's here now because this literally says overthinking. And what did I just say? Mercury and Virgo. I feel like Virgo is very much the overthinking part of Mercury. So I don't know, guys. I really think that with this, I really think, you guys, that like this is quite literally just talking about this person being an overthinker, this person being very stuck in their head. This person may be nervous or scared to like move forward with things because of their overthinking energy. However, I do think they are trying to overcome this because we have all this adventure, thrill seeking type energy going on with the Fool, with the Seeker, with Sagittarius here. It feels like they are trying to overcome their overthinking habits, but they may react emotionally or overreact emotionally at times. So be aware of that. Now I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and pull from my goblet really quick. And I'm going to go ahead and get some letters for you really quick. All right, you guys, these are the letters that popped out for you. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, if you know who this person is, their initials or words that may be significant for you guys in regards to today's pick a card. All right, so for the notes, we have unusual work. Okay, so this person may have an unusual job or a job that's not stereotypical. We have single, which makes sense. We have athlete. This person may be someone who is an athlete or athletic. That could be seen as an unusual job as well. We have December. That could be your birthday, their birthday, the month you guys meet. We have respect. We have the end, which I think this makes sense with all the death and like the heartbreak, and you know, we have Vina Vidi Vici, which also makes sense. I came, I saw, I conquered. This makes sense, you guys. Like literally, I went through hell and I conquered it because I'm emotionally strong now and I've transformed. We have early 20s. This is just for some of you. This is not for all of you. Some of you watching maybe in your early 20s. We have past. We have 27. This could be ages or birthdays, okay? We have education, which I talked about education a bit and how education and learning is important to this person. We have very soon. We have unexpected. Ooh, badoo. We have shatter. We have Gemini again, which I think is so freaking interesting, you guys. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, super, super highlighted. Gemini Venus is super highlighted, okay? Gemini Mercury may be highlighted. Gemini freaking Jupiter may be highlighted, you guys, because Gemini is coming up so much, and Mercury is here, and Jupiter is here with Sagittarius. So, like, I don't know. Gemini energy is heavy. Freaky. Okay, that's the last one. So this person may be a little bit freaky or a little bit unusual, you guys, which makes sense with the unexpected. But that's what I have for you guys. Group number 4. Let me know down below if this resonated, if you know who this person is, or if you're excited. Thank you so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you very soon. All right.